안녕하세요, 여러분. All right, guys, this is going to be our follow-up video to the constructive criticism video that Rob and I made a couple of days ago. So first, we just want to say thank you so much for all of the feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. We appreciate all of it. I heart and try to reply to all of it. I think I did. If you still want to share it, that's amazing. And listen, we're gonna be here just to give some verbal affirmation on we're good. Things are gonna a lot of things are in effect right now. Things are building and we are getting better at organizing, and by we I just mean kind of the core doers, quote unquote, of the Yang Gang. But first I want to kind of establish where we stand when it comes to getting Andrew Yang elected, and where we think the campaign, the paid staffers stand. So right now, the best way to differentiate is this way, especially if you're very new or if you know somebody that is very new to the Yang campaign, and if they want to be involved in volunteering. This is how this is the best way to describe the volunteers and all the Yang Gang and the hardcore ready to bleed out of their eyes for Yang, and then the people that are probably definitely passionate about Yang, maybe some of them not so, but the people that work for the campaign. So I'll just categorize them as HQ. So HQ are the people that they're obviously the head of this, Andrew Yang, but the leaders having to do with the bases in Iowa, Vegas, New Hampshire, South Carolina. Their main objective is to target registered Democrats, and preferably registered Democrats that have voted in the past. So obviously it'd be the older crowd, the people that are whatever, the people that we need for polling, really, because they want to do well. Their metric is polling and fundraising. Okay, so that's their target base, and they do that through phone banking. Obviously, they do that through some text banking, and they do that through door knocking. And door knocking is official. It's they use this app Minivan to target registered Democrats. This app has the information of people, and you actually door knock. You have to check off who you door knocked and everything. It's very official. Okay, so that's what HQ does. Now, for us in this special force area, we're working on a project and it will have a name, but right now, we don't want to rush and put it out there right now. We want to have our structure, me and Rob, and have some graphics up and of this project. But right now, we'll just say the Yang Gang. They're the diehards. We want our objective to be to target apolitical people, disengaged people that are not into politics. Sure, this probably will not help polling numbers, which is why HQ will do their thing. However, we think that it will help with, obviously when it comes to voting in the primaries, there'll be a lot of people that, that will vote and hopefully register these people as well. And that's another very, very important part. Targeting these people and also helping them know what to do when it comes to registering, and then later on caucusing if they're in an early state and or if they want to be a delegate. But that's that's really, really intense stuff. But right now, registering people to vote, targeting the apolitical, because that group of people is a huge margin. A lot of people in 2016 did not vote, so we want to target them, and we can, because I know there's a lot. We're part of that group. A lot of people that obviously on YouTube that watch the H3 podcast or Joe Rogan or Breakfast Club, we're in the same category. This is why you can say that Yang does not poll well, because the way that the polls are working, they only target the registered Democrats and not the people that were formerly independent or libertarian or even Republican that are switching or maybe in the process of switching to a Democrat because they want Yang. Okay, but we want to focus on that because we think that that's just important. Personally, we just think that's just important. But yeah, so that's like the categories that are important, and then also just to clarify some things from the other videos. So like again, a lot of people, not a lot, but a lot of good feedback. Some of the criticisms that we got were why, especially for me, like, why did I quit my job if I thought, whatever, don't expect money from the campaign. Of course, I don't expect money from the campaign. There's some miscommunication going on between me and the campaign, most likely due to the fact that, I have been in contact with some people that work with the super PACs. So that obviously is a scary word for people. So that's why, all that, just this miscommunication when it comes to that. When it comes to money, we, at this point, we used to be naive that we thought that the campaign would help out in that regard. Maybe not just money, but even helping out with housing or even supplies or, for people that are volunteering. But that's not the case. Like I said, their objectives are to target those Democratic voters, So, and the Yang Gang is a beast in itself that it's just the Yang Gang is getting too big to even not even just to control, but even just to handle. So they're just not really handling it. They talk about it. Obviously, Yang talks about the Yang Gang, but he doesn't, they're not actually coordinating with us. That just doesn't happen really. So when it comes to resources and money, we're not going to ask for that for the campaign. This is why I want to do this video to draw the line. This is campaign shit. This is our shit. So how do we raise money? Well, trust me, that stuff is in the works. Okay, and, obviously, partially, super PACs may be involved, crowdfunding, obviously, and just other things. It's to be determined. But trust me, when we have our mindset on something, we fucking do it, okay? So that's no big deal. And, like our good friend Fred says, there are plenty of people that have money but don't have time. And there's plenty of people that have time but don't have money. It's just a matter of connecting those people together and making sure they can coordinate. So, that's not really a problem. Just to say that but for sure, we were naive to think that the campaign would help us. And I know, Rob was why are they giving $1,000 away to strangers on the debate stage? They could be giving it to volunteers. Whatever, I'm sure either the campaign finance laws would prevent Yang from doing that, and or they just wanted to do it to strangers to create an outreach. That's how they thought it would be an effective outreach, just to give it to strangers, and maybe that would create a good word of mouth. I don't know if it did or not. I'm glad for those people, but that's what happened there, and and I don't you live and you learn. If it worked, cool. If it didn't, whatever. So that's with the money situation. We are not bitter. We can survive on our own. I do not regret quitting my job, not even for a split second. I would gladly struggle, hustle my butt off, whatever I have to do, over having a job, right now, So that's that. And then moving forward, you're gonna stay in Atlanta. I think Rob will stay in Atlanta. I'm gonna continue to travel. I think I'm gonna take a break for a week to stay with my family in North Carolina for Thanksgiving. You guys should as well. You should probably take a Yang Gang break or something. Take a break from watching Andrew Yang shit all the time. And after that week, definitely I'm thinking the first week in December, I'll go probably straight to Iowa. I definitely will miss the Vegas Village. If I can go there, if I can stop by for a quick second, I would. It just depends on the funds. I don't know. If you guys would like to donate to me or Rob, I'll have me and Rob's PayPal and stuff in the description down below for sure. But yeah, so but primarily I think I like to go where the people are, and right now the people and the shit is happening in Iowa. So that's where I will be at for couple of months, so I have to get a freaking winter coat and everything. But yeah, so that summarizes all of that stuff. Now, I want to leave off with saying this. Me personally, since I'm not doing the Vegas Village, that was like my personal project, you know, with Michael Kim. Shout out to you, Michael Kim. Love you. Thank you. But I will start doing videos for to kind of get the, you know, the special forces mindset in the right place, like some verbal affirmation or like maybe even some meditation for the Yang Gang when it comes to like courage, you know, one courage, because I know there's a lot of you guys out there that want to volunteer. Maybe you're in a small town, maybe you're the only person that, like, you know, you think that you're the only person around that is yanking around, so you don't want to go out and do stuff. I want to like encourage, you know, courage and like try to kind of address this insecurity that a lot of us have just in general, you know, like self-awareness, stuff like this. That's all the touchy-feely stuff. But I feel like that, you know, we need to get like our mindset straight when it comes to that. And then a lot of these problems, a lot of these organization problems with like self-correct, I feel. And people would be less scared to like step up and like be leaders and like think about, you know, like, you know, the little minutiae of like getting people together and like coordinate events and coordinate meetups and like, you know, whatever else they want to do. And ask for help, you know, and just admit that like if you don't have your shit together, ask for help. So yeah, that's what I want to do personally. Maybe like 5-minute videos like every day, like talking about something, like having some heart to hearts. I'll even put my freaking like phone number like in the description. Like you guys can text me or call me. You know, I'm pretty open when it comes to that too. Because sometimes like just people need like someone to listen to. Okay, and then yeah.
So in summary, building off what me and Alyssa said in the last video, we are not complainers, we are doers. We are not going to quit. We're going to step up where HQ and other people that should be leading are not able to do so. We have a really cool project coming out that's going to focus on the community of the Yang Gang, showcasing the community, because without the community, you know, this campaign and HQ would not be anywhere near where we are today. And, you know, all of us can do something very unique and special for this campaign, and don't let anyone tell you no or tell you that you're not in this campaign because of some, you know, random arbitrary reason. And just continue to be you, be yourself, and keep going, and continue to make the connections and the network and the friendships that this campaign is providing. Because at the end of this campaign, whether we win, lose, good or bad, we're going to have each other, and everything is going to be okay.
All right, you heard it here. So yeah, guys, again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns for us, please DM us, let us know what you guys think. And yeah, again, like this time I'm for real, I'll definitely make more videos, you know, hopefully daily, and it'll mainly be these verbal affirmations. But there'll be some other stuff too that's, you know, that'll be, you know, cool things that I think you guys would, you know, appreciate. But yeah, no hard feelings, honestly, you know, towards anybody or anybody in the campaign. We really are just trying to help and like make sure we get this job done. We have T-minus 2 months left to really like kick, you know, to get this thing into gear when it comes to the primary election. But even beyond that, we're working on stuff that will last even beyond, you know, Yang. So, you know, rest assured, you can trust us in that.
So, you know, just to reiterate, we are all on the same team here. We don't need to be dividing ourselves, because I think if we don't make it out on top, it's going to be from within. And there's a lot of problems that our last video helped bring to the surface. And I hope people and places of leadership and influence are listening, because we want to uncover these problems now before they're going to fester and blow up and get bigger and could pop this campaign. So please, you know, this is our last video was a constructive criticism video, not necessarily to bash anybody, but like I said, to bring to light problems that many of us were feeling. Many of us, you know, former primary contacts, YGROs, were feeling. People that we've spent hundreds of dollars doing this, we've spent hundreds of hours doing this, and, you know, sacrificing our time and effort doing this, and, you know, we don't want it to be in vain. So,
right.
Thank you for hearing us out.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, we don't regret any of it, but it's the just freaking truth. It's hard work, and we know a lot of you guys notice that and appreciate it. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a really, really good, your freaking good holiday. Spend time with your family, relax, chill. If you do want to start yanking them, go ahead and yank them. But in the meantime, just rest, okay? And again, these verbal affirmation videos from me will definitely be coming out. So yeah, thank you and love ya. Annyeong.